Thousands join a march in Hakkari in Turkey calling for democracy and the reinstatement of elected co-mayor Mehmet Shidik Akish. Prominent politicians and NGO representatives were among the supporters. 3 Turkish police officers were acquitted in the high-profile murder case of Kurdish human rights lawyer Tahir Elchi, sparking widespread criticism both internationally and domestically. Iranian film director Bahara Lalehi, known for her involvement in the Jin Jian Azadi or Woman Life Freedom protests, has died under suspicious circumstances in prison and was secretly buried without her family's knowledge. Noam Chomsky, the renowned American linguist, political analyst, critic and friend of the Kurds, is reported to have been hospitalized in Brazil following a massive stroke in June last year. Learn more with Media News. Tens of thousands of supporters flooded from across Turkey to join the march in Hakkari and call for democracy to be upheld and co-mayor Mehmet Shidik Akish to be reinstated. The pro-Kurdish People's Equality and Democracy, or DEM party, has led a major nationwide campaign against the government's practice of replacing democratically elected Kurdish officials with state-appointed trustees. We don't and won't accept the seizure of the will of the people. Sezai Temeli, Dem Party Group Deputy Chair, encouraged widespread participation in the rally and vowed the party would continue protest action until the will of the people was respected. As long as the trustee coup continues, the resistance will continue. On the 2nd of June, Akish, elected mayor of Hakkari in the country's local elections 2 months prior, was arrested on terrorism charges, removed from office, and fast-track sentenced to 19 years and 6 months behind bars. Hakkari Governor Ali Shalik was immediately appointed in his place. Shalik was accused at the end of a previous trustee term of financial irregularities and mismanagement. According to reports, Shalik had used a significant part of the municipality's budget to finance the AKP's next election campaign. A verdict has been reached in the 11th hearing of the high-profile murder case of Kurdish human rights lawyer Tahir Elchi, as the courtroom erupted in outrage at the acquittal of 3 police officers alleged in the killing. Elchi, former president of the Diyarbakir Bar Association, was shot in the head near the historical 4-legged minaret in the Shur district of the city on the 28th of November 2015, widely considered an assassination. During the hearing, the prosecution reiterated its earlier request for acquittal of the police officers Sinan Tabur, Furat Tan and Mesut Sevgi, accused of causing death by culpable negligence, while a 4th defendant, Uğur Yakishir, who is still at large, faced charges of disrupting the unity of the state and killing 2 police officers. During the proceedings, Tahir Elchi's brother, Mehmet Elchi, highlighted the absence of crucial evidence, particularly a 13-second gap in the video footage capturing the moment of Elchi's shooting, and stressing allegations of witness intimidation to sway testimonies against Elchi. His sentiments were echoed by Nahit Eren, president of the Diyarbakir Bar Association, who highlighted the significance of the case, labelling the murder a political assassination resonating beyond its judicial scope. Bahara Lalehi, an Iranian film director and member of the Iranian Short Film Association, was secretly buried without the knowledge of her family in Behesht-e Cemetery, Karaj, after a suspicious death in prison. Lalehi had initially been arrested for taking part in the Jin Jian Azadi or Woman Life Freedom protests in Iran. The film director was detained for 10 days in 2022 and was rearrested in 2023 before disappearing for months. Family applications to receive information on Lalehi's whereabouts and health went unanswered. The 40-year-old short film and documentary director had been a member of the jury for the Iranian Short Film Association Awards Academy. In recent years, she was involved with Iran Youth Cinema Association and Shur Cinema Academy. Lalehi has directed films including When the Curls Dance in My Dream, Narration of a Dream, and Echoes in the Sound Room. Reports are emerging that Noam Chomsky, the renowned American linguist, political analyst, critic, and friend of the Kurds, has been hospitalized in Brazil and is seriously ill following lingering issues after a massive stroke which he suffered in June last year. The 95-year-old linguist has been internationally known and respected for decades for his willingness to speak out to defend oppressed peoples and challenge the media and large powers, including US policy, across the world. Chomsky, who is himself of Jewish origin, is particularly noted for his vocal defense of the Palestinians. He reportedly still has difficulty speaking and that the right side of his body is affected, but that he follows the news and is able to express his distress and anger at the situation in Gaza by gesturing with his left arm. Chomsky has spoken frequently in defense of the Kurds and in support of the Kurdish cause in general, including the practical application of Abdullah Öcalan's democratic confederalism model in north and east Syria. In an interview with Medya Harbor TV late last year, Chomsky drew attention to numerous crimes perpetrated by Turkey against the Kurds, referring to hideous crimes that they committed in the 1990s, more recent crimes in Afrin, and their invasion of Kurdish areas in Syria.